Okay, we are rocking and rolling tonight here on the old Twitch. And we got ourselves a new sponsor, kids. That's right, you can rent sex dolls in Cleveland at dollsrent.com. This is a real sponsor. You can rent sex dolls for $99 a doll. $99 an hour at dollsrent.com. Hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. As I say in the ad, get some sex tonight in Cleveland. Cleveland? We are going to go to John Dartnell. Just amazing. We're going to go to John Dartnell. He is fantastic. I'll tell you, brother, we got a hell of a deal here tonight. It is something else. John Dartnell with us today, and John, you are sideways, baby. You might have to. There you go. There you go. I didn't want to do I would have done the whole interview with you sideways, but I'll tell you, we've got some. Oh no, he lost it. He needs a selfie stick.
I'm here.
I don't know what you need, brother. You're there though. I'll tell you, John Dartnell is with us. He is fantastic. He is English-born and bred and has been playing music most of his life. He's had a brief spell away from the music industry. And in that time, he not only did some acting, but since he was away from the music industry, he regained some of his sanity. And he is with us live here on our big broadcast. So, John, what got you into the music business, my friend?
Oh, it just looked better than working for a living. To be honest.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It just looked better than working for a living. That is the most honest answer I've ever gotten out of a musician. That's great.
Yeah, and I haven't worked since. It's been great.
Hey, I think it's awesome. I think it's fantastic. Now, so what are some of the specific themes and inspirations and stuff that you cover in your music?
I just sit down and just write. I mean, I write an album in about 6 weeks.
Wow.
Really.
Holy smokes.
I just, people will say something to me and that just spark up an idea. And these little sparks just become songs. And it's pretty quick. I mean, I was flying back from America one time back to England, and I wrote 4 songs on a plane coming back from America.
Wow.
So, because you just get inspired by different things. I'm not a political person, so I don't do politics. I'm not an angry person, so I don't do the anger stuff. So there's no real deep hidden meanings in any of my songs. It's just whatever I feel like.
Well, that's fantastic. That's awesome. We've got John Dartnell with us today. He is tremendous, and he joins us today here via the magic of the old Skype. Yes, the old Skype-a-rooney. John Dartnell with us today. You can get more information on the website, johndartnell.com. And besides the music, my man, you've done some acting. Talk to us a little bit about some of your different movies and TV shows and things that you've appeared in.
Oh, well, I was in my what happened was, long time ago, I got not exactly bored with music, but I got bored with what I was doing in music.
Yeah.
That I played in a country, and we were doing 300 shows a year in this
Jesus.
country band, but it was all covered. Yeah, I know. It was wild. And I did that for 7 years. And I thought, man, there's got to be more than
There's
this.
got to be more
Because
than
we were just
this.
doing the loop. We were just doing the loop, but it was all covers, So, and I just got bored. And a friend of mine's a cameraman for does movies and TV shows. And I was talking to him just one day, and I said, he said, what are you doing? And I said, nothing. I'm just stopped doing music. I don't know what I'm going to do next, really. And I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm working on this cop series in England. And so I said, oh, cool. And he said, it's a 6-week contract. And we chatted about that. And then the next day he phoned me and he said, hey, do you want to be a thug in a cop series? Yeah, great. Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
And that was the start of it, really. So I was on this cop series. I did just one episode, and they did was handcuff me to this cop, and I got thrown in a cell, and that was my big part, and that was it. And then this agent, who I got to know about, we got chatting, and I said, if you get any more work, it'd be great. And she said, well, my books are full up, but if you want to send me some photos, I'll keep them on file just in case. Because I sent her these photos, and here I am looking like I do. And she phoned me the following day, and she went, wow, she said, we haven't got anybody that looks like you.
That's awesome.
Would you like to sign up to that? And then my second job was on a Harry Potter movie.
That's tremendous.
I had to go for a screen. I know. I had to go for a screen test. And I thought, well, there's no way I'm going to get this. I've never had any experience in acting. I was just being me. And, and I went along, got the screen test and got the job. So I worked on a Harry Potter movie for about 5 months. So I've done a few, and I did one of the Sherlock Holmes movies.
Yeah. You've been quite the busy bee, my friend.
I know. It just all took off. But then I wanted to get back into music, so I started writing seriously then. And that was the start then, was once I started writing. It's what I needed to do. I needed the inspiration. Just, singing Garth Brooks songs or, things like that. It's just not for me.
That's right. I'll tell you, 300 days a year in a country band, that's a hell of a deal, brother.
I know. It was quite wild. We just, living out of hotel rooms the whole time. And 7 years I did that. It was crazy.
Wow.
But, anyway, we got there.
Well, I'll tell you, man, you've got quite the deal. It is, wow, something else. We've got John Dartnell with us today. He joins us live here on our big program, and he has had some roles, as he mentioned, in the Harry Potter movies. He also made an appearance at Sherlock Holmes 2, plus he's done countless UK TV shows, some commercials. He was in a pop video for a band called Busted with a song called Year 3000, which made it to the #1 in the charts in the United Kingdom. Tell us about this.
Oh, that was very cool, actually. These guys, I mean, this is quite a long time ago now, but they were a typical little pop band, little 3-piece band, very young, and I'd never heard of them. I didn't know who they were. I asked a friend of mine. She had a daughter who was about 12, and I said, "Oh, have you heard of this band called Busted?" She went, oh, yeah. And she was screaming and like, wow. She said, yeah, I know them. And I said, oh, I'm doing a video for them tomorrow. This kid was like, wow, she was just beside herself, and I'd never heard of this band. And of course, I turn up to this gig to do this pop video, and it was great fun because I didn't know who they were, so I didn't care. I just thought, this is who it is.
I didn't know and I didn't care. That's great.
I played one of the boys in the band 20 years in the future. It was called Year 3000. So I played one of the guys in the band 20 years in front. And so that was good. And so it went on, and I did all this stuff. 9 times out of 10, I was a thug in prison somewhere. But it was
Hey.
right. Played a gay guy once in a prison.
At least you're working, baby. At least you're working.
Yeah, but it's good now because I've settled back into music, and I'm very happy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And I've got the new album coming out this Friday. So
that's fantastic. Let's talk about that. What is the new album called, and where can we get it, and all this? Let's talk about it, my friend.
Okay, it's called Moments of Madness, which is about how my songwriting is. Moments of Madness. It'll be available from all major download sites and streaming sites. It's everywhere. You can pre-order it now. It's already in the loop. And there's a single we released called "Here's to the Road," and that's on about 5 radio charts at the moment, and is on the world. Oh, gosh, what is it? It's the World Indie chart as well, and that came in on the first. It's only been out for 2 weeks, and the first week it hit this indie chart at number 85, and last week it's at number 30. So
wow.
It jumped, and it's not actually released until Friday. So hopefully with the streaming and the downloads, we'll get it into the top 20 of the World Indie charts.
That would be really fucking cool. That would be really awesome. If you could pull that off, man, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's the sort of goal anyway. I'm looking at the top. If I make the top 20, I'll be very happy with that. So
now you've won some awards, John. You won Artist of the Year on Sound Machine Radio in North Carolina. What the hell is going on here? You're winning all these awards, and you're making memories, man.
Yeah, I mean, my music is all my musical influences have been American. From sort of Buddy Holly onwards, and then when I was a kid, so I was in my 20s, I guess. I had classical training to be an opera singer. So I had 3 years classical training, which was great because I always wanted to sing. So I thought, well, I'll do it properly. So I had this classical training, and 6 months towards the end of the training, there was they were teaching us how to sing with passion. So about the vibrato in your voice and stuff like this. And,
oh yeah.
And I went to see a buddy of mine who's a drummer in a band, and we were chatting one night, and I was coming towards the end of this training thing, and he said, "Oh, have you heard this guy?" And he put on this album. It was Bruce Springsteen, and I was like, "Wow!" And I learned everything I ever needed to know about singing with passion from Bruce Springsteen.
That's
he meant
great.
Every word he sang. And so that was the end of my training then. That was it. I didn't go back for another lesson. I just listened to Bruce Springsteen, and he got me there. And that was it. And so all my influence has been, and then I got into like the Eagles with that West Coast sort of harmonies, and the guitar, all the pretty guitars and everything else. So there's a
Oh
real
yeah. Oh
cross
yeah.
of music,
I
and
think
it
it's
still goes
great.
on. I still like.
I think
It's
that's
great. I
awesome.
come over to. I'm going to be in the States in November. I'm down in Tennessee and Alabama doing some live shows with some guys that I work with down there. So I can't wait to get back in
Oh,
18
you're
months.
gonna. So you'll have to send me those dates because maybe I can make my way down to Tennessee or Alabama and we can meet up.
Oh,
That would be
awesome. That'd be very
fantastic.
cool. I'd like that.
That would be really awesome. That would be really awesome. We have got John Dartnell with us today. He joins us live here on our big broadcast, and we are going to go to "Here's to the Road." Tell me a little bit about this track.
Well, here's the road. Just one of those songs, like I say, I don't plan anything. I just sit down and scribble, and I just picked up a guitar and started strumming a few chords. And, oh, hang on a minute, and then sang this line, "Here's to the road," and that was it. And I wrote the whole song. And after I'd written it, um, I I worked with a friend of mine as well. Go on.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. We have got John
Yes,
Dartnell with us. Yes, go ahead, my friend. Didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I've got a good friend over in San Diego in California, and we wrote 2 albums together a few years ago, and he's got involved in this one as well. So when we produced this album, I had this guy in California putting guitar tracks down for me in England, and then we did a bit of file sharing, and then had some guys in Tennessee add in a bit more to it. So it's quite a mishmash of musicians on this thing. And anyway, we did this "Here's to the Road," and this guy in California, Don Strandberg, his name is, the most awesome guitarist I've ever known. He's just unbelievable guitarist. Anyway, Don said, "Wow," he said, "that sounds like a Springsteen sort of track." And I went, "It does, you're right." So then I thought, where can I get a sax player from to go on this? Because if we're going down the Springsteen road, let's go the whole way down there. So I found a sax player here in England, and he came into my studio and he blew into it. And we ended up with this song. And this is the one that's doing really well. It's on all these radio charts at the minute. So it's great.
That's fantastic. That is amazing. Well, we are going to do this. We are going to go to this song, "Here's to the Road." And John, I really appreciate you making time for us today. Keep me updated on when you're going to be in the United States, because I would love to meet up with you, my friend.
That would be great. You know that it's like 2 o'clock in the morning here in England.
I know. I am just amazed that we were able to make this work. So yeah, keep me updated on all your stuff, because I definitely want to meet up with you when you're in Tennessee. I would love to see you, my friend.
Oh, I'll definitely let you know where I'm going to be, and we will arrange something.
Definitely.
Maybe drive across and halfway. We can do something.
Hey, that I am in the state of Kansas. I have been to Tennessee one time, but I'll tell you, we'll arrange it somehow. We'll either meet in the middle or I'll meet you there. We'll figure something out.
Sure. Yeah, that would be great. I'm going to be in the States for about a month, so there will be time.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I would love to have you, like I said, let me know those dates, because I might be able to get you some gigs somewhere while you're here.
Okay. All right.
Keep me updated, John. Keep me in the loop, my friend. I will talk to you soon. Appreciate it. Thank you for doing this.
Pleasure to talk to you. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
man. There he goes. That is John Dartnell, and the song is amazing. It's Here's to the Road, and it's here on our big...
Darkness comes moving in from time to time, and the heartaches raise their heads again, just like the winter time. And you know it's gonna be a long, hard ride with no way of knowing what's on the other side. Here's to the road that never ends or ever bends. Here's to the road, and here's to the light that never dims. Just let you swim or move on in. Well, here's to the road. Yeah, here's to the road. You never know what's waiting round the bend. Just ride it out until the darkness ends. Here's to the road that never ends or ever ends. Here's
Okay, that is Here's to the Road. And we're getting our next guest. She's terribly excited. We're going to go to our next guest here in just a few moments. That was John Dartnell's Here's to the